Hey guys, this is Tyler with Secure Team. Thank you for stopping by, and always be sure to check back, subscribe, and share because we are definitely looking out for you and truth seekers everywhere. Stay safe, guys. Hey guys, this is Tyler with Secure Team. Thank you for stopping by. This is one of those days that we really live for. It's one of those days where we can confirm and show to you a piece of evidence that is so damaging to the government's ongoing cover job of the ET phenomenon that it will hopefully make enough waves to change our nation's policies toward disclosure and the real truth behind footage like this. Now, the footage we have here is from the Soho viewer, compliments of NASA. For those of you who don't know, Soho stands for the Solar Heliospheric Observatory, which is a project of international collaboration between the European Space Agency and NASA to study the Sun from its deep core to the outer corona and the solar wind. Now, the LASCO instrument, which is one of the many instruments aboard the Soho spacecraft, is tasked with observing the Sun's corona, including coronal mass ejection, solar flares, etc. Now, because the Soho viewer has captured a very large amount of some pretty cool anomalies and crafts around the Sun over the years, we are always monitoring its images and its video footage on the official NASA Soho website. We are constantly recording this footage directly off of the main website using, your basic screen capturing software. I use Camtasia, so that if something does ever show up in these images, we can have a direct, concrete record of that incident. Well, folks, what we have for you today is nothing short, in our view, of a major smoking gun. Proof that these giant ships, whether they are alien or man-made, I'm not sure, but I'm leaning a little bit toward non-man-made, are not only patrolling the space in our solar system, but for some reason are constantly making their way over to our sun, for reasons really unknown. Now, what you are about to see here is a live recording of the LASCO instrument on the official NASA Soho website. Now, you can feel free to jump over to this site after this video if you have not already been there, and check out the endless video recordings taken of the Sun by the various instruments aboard this craft. Now, the footage you are about to see was recorded by us yesterday as we were routinely going through footage from earlier in the month. One of the things that we like to do is to record new footage as it is uploaded brand new by NASA. And then a week or two down the road, we'll go back to the Soho website, pull back up videos from the same date and the same time, and review them to see if they match up and basically to see if NASA has made any changes, edits, or cover-ups of any of the certain footage that for whatever reason they didn't want us to see. They have done this before, and not only with Soho images, but have a massive track record of editing out images of anomalies and other non-terrestrial things from our own moon to basically every other planet and moon in our solar system that they have ever taken images from. NASA is known without a doubt to edit and manipulate their footage, and if there is something that they find that we shouldn't be seeing, usually they're pretty good about catching it right off the bat, editing it and posting it, and we're none the wiser. But every now and then, they miss something, as humans are capable of doing, and it takes them a little while to go in and make the changes needed. And that is directly why we like to monitor these videos and make recordings of them, so that we have a record that we can go back and match footage to the original footage. Now, back to the footage in question, which we were going over yesterday, which we recorded, and reviewing it and matching it up with the same footage that we had taken the day of its original first publishing by NASA on the Soho website. And we came across a very obvious edit by NASA of a single frame captured on May 12th of 2014 with a timestamp of 1412. Now, when you look at this frame, you'll notice a small square up in the top right corner, and to the untrained eye, it may very well look like it's a simple case of pixelation, which is known to happen all of the time with these Soho images. Now, we too figured this was the case, but when we do find proposed pixel artifacts like this, we do like to go back, if possible, and check them against the earlier published footage of the same date and time to make sure that they match. Well, folks, we've gone back and checking our original recording of this same footage, date and time, directly after it was published, we noticed that this very frame does not match at all, and that this square is completely non-existent in the original footage published weeks before. To add further to this finding, not only was this square now missing from the earlier footage, but there was something behind it, unseen and covered up from sight in these newer video images. What we see in the earlier footage, of which NASA has obviously attempted to cover up with a mock pixel artifact, is none other than an obvious craft approaching the sun. Now, this is monumental, and honestly, everyone we have shown this to so far is at a loss for words. Now, we have attempted to contact the administrator of the official Soho website with no response so far, and I've also spoken with someone from NASA, an official from NASA, and we're told that, quote, they did not have any comment on the images in question. And this was from an official from NASA that we spoke to on the phone, after having told them what we had found and given them a copy of the two footages that we had recorded through Camtasia, had sent it to a personal email account that they had given us, that we spoke with on the phone, after which we were about put on hold on the phone for probably, I'd say, about 15 minutes after we had sent the movie files to them, and I assume they were reviewing the footage while we were on hold. They got back on the phone and basically told us they had no comment on it. We tried to push them further, but they would not elaborate or speak on it at all. And we basically ended the conversation at that.